Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got room at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Might as well give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Red Raiders are flying down the field.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Maddox. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll give it to the back. Makes one man miss. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
They'll give it to him again. Plows through the defense. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Oh, better look out. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quick strike complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. The inside handoff. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Offense lining up quickly.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run.
Turning it on! He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It's complete. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game. And all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off the score.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Leaves it with the running back.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. Creates a little room. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
I mean, this offense basically lined up and said, I don't care if you double team him, triple team him, it really doesn't matter. We're still going to feature him. And guess what happens? They still get the first down, even though he was double teamed.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Calls his own number. Hard running there. Got to first down and more. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown Longhorns. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they certainly finished it in style with a 71-yard touchdown run.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Slithers into space. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel-type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Might be changing the route. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly. On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Wants to throw it. Using the quick game. Past the 45. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll go back to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Looking to throw. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the Red Raiders will try to move the chains on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29. And after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Starts to scramble to the left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Makes the grab on the left side. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Here comes the Texas offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. He breaks a tackle. There he goes. Another broken tackle. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Tight end now in motion. On the snap, it's moved. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They'll move the tight end. Back has it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Number 83 in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback making checks. Going right to work up top. He's going for a big play downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. He's going to take off. And he slides after picking up the 1st down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 2nd down coming up. Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it. He's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the first half. But the defense loves this because right now, this quarterback is playing right into their hand.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way from around the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hand, it's moved. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to go up top on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. They get to him, and boy, did this defense need that. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now on the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's moved. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Loss of 2. Brings up 4th down.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Texas.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's moved all the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be patting my...
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Defense in press coverage. They're going to ride this running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. The Longhorns will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He wants to take the top off. He's got it on the outside. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and more. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Let's go! 6 propane! 6 propane!
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game, scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Hawaii. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's moved. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside road.
And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Rush is on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep
Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it.
First and 10.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender.
You know what? Everybody gets energized in the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. They just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
Texas Tech, 10.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Floats it out in space. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line.
Cornhole 88. Cornhole 88. Can it be? Tanner.
To the air on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Moving out to the right. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building, and keeping it really, really quiet.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down.
Hey, Camper. Camper.
From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Looking to throw on first down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Well, it's a nice Nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's moved. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's really not hard to find the difference between this game and the loss last week. Turned it over 3 times a week ago. None today.
And just a great response. Last week, you know, you're probably the reason you lost, and you didn't take care of the football. But now you step out here, you show your team you can bounce back, you can lead, take care of the football, and lead this team to victory.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 12 to Toledo. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Moves around to clear up the vision. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And as he throws, got his man downfield. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Red Raiders are threatening on first and goal. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Red Raider! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On the direct snap, it's Gage. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Gage. Breaks into the open. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Got enough for the first. He's loose. The tag. Slipped slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
52. Texas Tech, 24.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
Nice job by the defense. It's really hard for a QB to get rid of the football when you got that much pursuit. Defense chasing after him hard, making sure he can't throw the football down the field. Good coverage, really nice speed by this defense.
He's going to let it go. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
On the ready.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Flips it out on the screen. He's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Ready to try the point after. He's looking. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of the season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese